vines in my hair.
Vines in my hair, vines.
Can you help me?
Yeah. Oh, it's in your
It's
hair.
in my hair, yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna break this. Oh, nope. Not gonna do that. Let's put all this down. Gotta take this glove off.
What are you doing?
What am I doing? We're gonna go down in the basement.
So we're here in our basement, welcome. And Chase is prepping some fence posts. And we are going to plant our blackberry vines that I got day before yesterday. These are giant thornless blackberry plants. Excuse the cardboard, you already know what it's for. And these babies are gonna produce fat, sweet blackberries, and we're gonna plant them in I Googled it, I found a formation to plant them in. We're gonna plant them in a formation, that way we can add the new shoots out to the side when they shoot up new canes. And then we can help train them together. And then we're gonna companion plant them later in the season with some sunflowers and potentially chives as well. So I'm going to be mixing us up some input soil to put in there. We don't have any like fish emulsion or anything. We do have some llama poo we could put in there with it, which would be good. What a life, right? So I'm gonna mix up some soil, put it in the wheelbarrow, and then we'll wheel it over there with a shovel and plant our blackberries. So I'm just mixing up some worm poop and cow manure compost, and I'm gonna put probably about this much in each hole, maybe a little bit more, to make sure that we get a good, solid, fertile base for our blackberries to grow up and give us some fruit. We got a fruit plant for $8. 10 fruit plants for $8. So the reason why we're mixing up the soil to put inside is because this is called an input instead of a top dressing. Top dressing works, but plants grow their nutrients from the soil. That's our whole thing, is building the microbiome of the soil up. And so by adding some natural organic material, adding some of the manure that has some grass in it to add nitrogen to the soil, has some more natural like microbiome, little small tiny microbiology, we're helping to increase the quality of the soil underneath the plant, where it's going to draw its nutrient from. So later we can totally top dress with crop compost, and we probably will, but we want to put it in the soil. Since we haven't had time where we're just going rogue because we got these randomly on Facebook Marketplace. So we're just adding them to the garden plan, and we're going to try and amend the soil from the bottom up instead of from the top down. Here we are in the garden. So our garden beds are over on the other side, and so we're in the front of our yard right here. You can see it a little bit right there if I do that. So we're in the front of our yard. Come on in, Chase. And we're going to put 2 posts on either side and a string between to help train them into a vine to be pretty. So Chase is going to drive in our posts about, what did I say, how many feet apart? I think 10 feet apart about. Maybe we'll have a little less because we're only having a few plants, so. Oh my gosh, bugs everywhere because of the light. Chase is driving our first fence post into the ground. So for this, we're gonna be stringing up just cotton string for now. We don't have any wire with us, but they need to get in the ground tonight. It's already been a day. So we need to get them in the ground ASAP. So we're gonna string up string between these 2 poles, and then we're going to help the blackberries kind of be between the string. That's the best we can do. Been Googling frantically. Again, first year gardening. Maybe next year we'll switch it up, change where the blackberry plants are. We'll have so many blackberries. Oh my gosh, I don't even think about it. With 10 plants, but we're ready. We're planting. We're ready for some fruit. Woo-hoo. So I think it said to start not all the way at the top, but if we start maybe like right there, is there a little flip on it? Great. Great. See them? So we just do that and hold it. Perfect. And then you can pull it over to yours. I'm 4 knots from the top. I'm on the top of the 4th notch. I'm not counting the top notch.
Okay, so next we're gonna space them out, dig some holes, and plant these vines.
So in the fall, Chase and I collected a whole bunch of random things. We've been collecting, preparing, and so one of the things we collected were a bunch of dried out sticks that weren't quite good enough for fence posts, but are good for marking, staking out, and things like that. So I'm gonna grab some of these so we can stake out before we plant.
Space this out. Okay, all right, they're spaced out. Ready to... Wow, what do you have there?
I've got blackberry plants. We've got just some canes, and from what she said, we just plant these, they'll shoot out. So I think these will be more of our bramble canes. Like if we get fruit in these, great, and there's one that's leafing. But I think we're going to save one for a friend, for sure, because abundance is about sharing. And so we'll save one or two for a pal. So plan is plant 2 root balls and then 1 cane and see what happens. So Chase is going to dig a hole because they have root balls on them, and we really want to give space for that. If it was just the little end of the stem, we would be just making a little small space. So here we go. So I'm going to add our llama poo, worm casting, and cow manure compost mixture as a input, and then help plant the soil in that. Put him in. Sweet baby. And then we're gonna lace him up. Alright. Alright, so that's there. And I'm just gonna heap a bunch on there. I think honestly it needs.
Great, so we've got the other 2 in, so we're just gonna get this last one in. Just put a little bit of this mix at the bottom, then bring it down, kind of weave it through the string here, give it some guidance, and put some more on the top.
So we've got our blackberry plants planted, we're about to water them, and then we're gonna go in for the night, and we'll put the other ones in a bag with a damp paper towel to keep them safe. My friend is gonna pick up hers tomorrow, and then we're gonna plant the rest in the brambles of the back of the property. If I have any of that footage, I'll pop it in here. If not, we'll see you next time.
This mulch pile, it's gonna be so much fungus.